Discovered by the Germans in 1904, they named it San Diego, which of course in German means we're back unexpectedly for San Diego Comic-Con, the most prestigious and famous comic convention in the world. This all started 55 years ago in 1970 as a humble comic convention and has grown over the years to become the biggest pop culture event on the planet, at least as far as the media is concerned. Part fan convention now, part giant corporate shill fest, probably all of nerddom's signature event now. I haven't been here since 2018, but at the last second, when we got offered a couple of badges, we thought, well, why not head on down? And as you can see, we are not even remotely close to the convention center yet, and we've got cosplayers and events and mayhem galore. There's so much to see, and we're gonna be here for a couple of days, so I hope we'll see a lot of it. But first things first, we gotta meet up with our friends and get ourselves some badges. Actually, the first step will just be getting close to the convention center. Look at the size of this crowd. It's crazy coming into town, and every media company on earth has got its pop-ups and advertisements all over the city. Like I said, I've only been here once before. That was in 2018, so it's been a while for me. And all I remember about my last visit was being stepped on all day. All right, my friend Jimmy has been called. He's headed this way with the badges. Look at the size of those ads over there. Even the trains have got anime stuff all over them. It's amazing standing at this crosswalk and just seeing the parade of cosplayers going in and out of the convention center. I suddenly feel so underdressed. We have acquired the badges thanks to Jimmy over here. We're going in. Oh man, it's been so long. And this is actually Allie's first time ever coming to San Diego Comic-Con. We're in, Jimmy, we're in. Oh my gosh, look at this. The insanity begins even in the corridors. Look at all these goons from Gotham. All right, we're following Jimmy here. We're making our way in. We're not gonna see remotely all of it today, but like I said, we got a couple of days. We're good. Whoa, holy cow. 5 feet in the door and I can already see SpongeBob over there. Dude, and look at this right across the way from where SpongeBob was taking pics. Check out Magic Wheelchair's Demogorgon photo op. That is sick. I love Magic Wheelchair, dude. They create these amazing, elaborate cosplays for kids with mobility issues. It's amazing. It's always good to see them. And look at this. Okay, SpongeBob and Patrick were over here doing that photo op at the Nickelodeon booth, which is massive. And look at the size of these like sets almost out here. It's amazing. Some kind of signing or photo op going on back there. Looks like they have some exclusive merchandise. Dude, all the big players are represented out here. I just noticed kitty corner, you got Hulu over here with cameras set up on top. All kinds of wonderful celebrities come out here, do meet and greets and interviews. You literally never know what you're gonna see out here. And all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, Jimmy went back to his booth really quick to do some signings and stuff like that. We'll meet up with him again later. So in the meantime, let's see what we can see. Dude, look at this Gundam Wing booth. It's the size, the scale of everything here. It's just next level. Obviously you have comics, movies, TV, animation, all represented, but my favorite thing is that all the toy companies are here. So you've got all this Bandai stuff over yonder. I'm hoping we can see the NECA booth. Maybe Super 7 will be here. This is awesome. Hey, look at this in the background. Mr. Beast Lab! Even YouTube is here. There's Jedi everywhere. Look at Wonder Woman over there taking pics. Got some Tim Burton characters over yonder. Look at this over here. Look at the Paramount Plus booth. This is a giant claw machine in that glass there under the Paramount Plus logo. That is crazy. That is the biggest claw machine I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Gosh, I almost didn't even notice this across the street. EFX Collectibles. And look at some of the amazing stuff they have out here. Biker Scout, you got the Mandalorian helmet. Well, look at this prototype for a Darth Vader reveal helmet. Look at all the stages of that. Dang. And look at this, Allie gets to hold Darth Rey's lightsaber. Sick. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Dude, look at that TIE Interceptor. And best of all, the AT-ST, or as my dad always called him, the Chicken Walker. Oh dude, look at this. There's the Hasbro booth right there. And what in the heck? Holy cosplay Batman. Would you look at the size of that thing? That is one big old Galactus. Dude, if that's what's on the outside of the Hasbro booth, I wonder what's on the inside. Dude, there's so many people here and so many distractions. It's hard to even walk around the edge of just one booth, much less the whole show floor. Oh my gosh, look at the wealth of new figures coming out. This is the best part about San Diego Comic-Con, is seeing all the stuff that's not available yet, but is coming soon. Dude, look at all the Transformers over here. Freaking G.I. Joe, and oh my gosh, in the back corner, I see some Ghostbusters. Oh my gosh, apparently these Ectomobiles were previously produced and are no longer available for purchase, but they are so awesome. I had no idea they made anything like that. However, look at this. This is gonna be coming out spring 2026. The Ecto-1 Ecto Glow. Look at these. It's hard to show you everything because there's so much in here. There's so many people packed into here. Look at all the Marvel figures over here. Oh my gosh, look at these freaking X-Men. Look at the size of the Sentinels. I can't even get at all the Star Wars stuff in here. That's okay, we got 3 days. Maybe we'll get to see it later. Ooh, it looks like the prequels are gonna get a little love here from HasLab. That's the sort of crowd-funded projects. We're in luck though. Look, coming around the corner, we can see some of the Star Wars retro collection stuff at least. Yeah, dude, that is where it's at, and I love the dioramas, the Mos Eisley Cantina, the streets of Mos Eisley. Look at this, they got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. There's so much going on. Dude, look at this across the way. Elite Creature collectibles. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. This is the kind of stuff you see in someone's house and you're like, how? Why? When? What for? They've got some genuinely amazing stuff in here. Look at how realistic everything is starting to look these days. This is amazing. Well, I could, would, and should look at toys all day, but Allie saw something in the back over here she wants to see, so we're headed back this way. The Tamagotchi booth, which by the way, backs up onto a photo op with freaking Godzilla back there. It doesn't get much better than Godzilla. Come on. Uh-oh, I see smiles. Allie's already excited. You see her little coin-op machines back here. Tiny little collectibles and stickers. And then look at this right over here. Look at the little Tamagotchis. Crazy. There's something I never thought would come back. I mean, are Gigapets back too? What in the world is going on? You look so excited. Did you have a Tamagotchi when you were little? Did you have a Gigapet? No. Did you feed your Tamagotchi? Was it okay? I mean, did he survive? Did he make it? Oh, bad news. Dead batteries. Okay, I'm leaving Allie over here to nerd out on Tamagotchi because right across the hallway, I just saw what I was after, the NECA booth. I try so hard to stay away from NECA. I try so hard, and it's almost impossible. Look at these figures on the top shelf. Look at this. Look at the Sesame Street NECAs that are coming out now. And then there's a whole shelf of 35th anniversary Ninja Turtle figures that are coming out. I am pretty excited about this, dude. I don't collect any of the animated or comic versions of the Ninja Turtles that NECA's put out anyways, but I have collected all of the movie figures. They got me by the throat. I'm always going in deep with the sharks because of NECA, mostly because of the monster toys, dude. And check this out over here. Look at this Ultimate Invisible Man, this Island Earth Metaluna Mutant. You've got the Mask of the Red Death. You got Boris Karloff as the Mummy and Frankenstein's monster. And then look at this below. They're doing a riff on the Imperial monsters. Imperial was a toy company that produced a line of pretty odd-looking monsters back in the late 80s or early 90s. But best of all, the Hammer horror Dracula and Van Helsing. And look at this Vincent Price figure. All right, I might need that. They've also got all their Beetlejuice figures out here. The little Ben Cooper action figures, including the new Pee-wee one. I've been looking everywhere for that. Tons of other more modern horror figures. I have luckily stayed away from those. It's the classic Universal monsters that always give me. And then, of course, Hammer horror. Look at the Jaws figures. I just saw one of those in Target the other day. Giant Chucky. Ooh, I think this might be the con exclusive, the glow-in-the-dark Bride. The Frankenstein figure. You got some Ninja Turtles over here. And look at this. On Saturday, even Kevin Eastman, one of the creators of the Ninja Turtles, is going to be doing a signing over here. Dude, all that's just the outside wall. I have no idea what's going on the other side of the booth. Looks like this is where you pick up your con exclusives. Ooh, looks like over on the side over here, they're doing fun pics with Giant Chucky. I guess I shouldn't say giant for NECA. I should say life-size Chucky. Oh, okay, I guess that back wall was sort of the main display of the booth. Pretty awesome though. The Hulkster! Yeah, he lives! Hulkamania lives on! Looks like Hulk's death was greatly exaggerated. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the life-size Megan right there. She's almost as tall as you. Speaking of big things, look at the size of that NECA bag right there. Had to buy the Bride of Frankenstein. Had to get it for good old Tuna Tyler back home. Aw, dude, way down there, I see Jada Toys, I see Funko, I see Crunchyroll. We're gonna have our hands full this weekend. But real quick, I wanna understand why in the world Godzilla is back to back with Tamagotchi. Like, what is going on right here? Kaiju Evacuation Center. Okay, I get that, but what's the booth? Oh, it's Godzilla's own booth. Sweet. I'm gonna be honest with you, Godzilla is not something I've gotten heavily into, and that I haven't seen like all of the films, and spin-off films, and related films. I need to just acquire like one big box set, you know? In terms of collectibles, I've got like one of those big 80s plastic Godzillas that kind of goes with your 80s dinosaurs, you know what I'm talking about? But not much else. Not much else Godzilla-wise. I've kind of been saving that one up. You ever do that? Like for years I saved up reading Sherlock Holmes books, but I've gotten to that in the past year or two. There's all kinds of stuff I know I'm going to love that I just save. Look at Gollum! Okay, we've emerged at the back wall. We've emerged at the back wall. We're sort of in the middle here, so we can kind of go in any direction. I wonder what we got back here. You got all kinds of special guests, a giant battle droid back there, a freaking DJ, and then look at the Living Dead dolls booth. It's hard to decide where to go. Oh, look at the Mezco figures. So freaking detailed. Dude, I'd love to get my hands on all of these. Okay, we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. It's just so hard when there's so much epic stuff everywhere. What the heck is this? A Monster High Collector booth. We got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark over here. Monster High's Mattel, right? Oh yeah, this is Mattel, all right. They got some Hot Wheels back over here. They got some Mario Kart stuff. Oh my gosh. It's freaking Mega Man. That is awesome, dude. You made me so excited when I saw this. That is so sick. I love it. Actually, Mattel has got multiple booths. Look at that. That's where you purchase your con exclusives right over there. I heard there's something awesome on display over here at the Hot Wheels section. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. There it is. Dude. Yes. See, this is what I need. People always ask me if I want a time machine DeLorean. Of course, I'd love to have a time machine DeLorean, but you know what? I would be happy just having this display. What happens to this display when they're done with it? Anybody out there work for Mattel? Hook me up. Dude, who made this? That is so freaking awesome right there. Just the tail end of Dr. Emmett Brown's Scientific Services truck. You got the Twin Pines Mall sign. Dude, and there it is right there. Doc Brown's truck and the DeLorean coming for Back to the Future's 40th anniversary from Hot Wheels. I don't normally collect Hot Wheels, but that is gonna have to be my exception. Wow, dude, it is packed in there. You got Masters of the Universe stuff, so He-Man is back there. I think there's some, looked like there was some Ninja Turtle stuff back that way. We got some He-Man photo ops. Oh my gosh, this freaking Castle Grayskull right here? Dude, awesome. How sick is that? What the front door? By the power of Grayskull Alley, I have the power. And then look at this. Look at all the Star Wars stuff back over here. What is all of this? Nerd overload. The Punch Man over here. A little photo op for the Punch Man.
It's a One Punch Man.
Oh, the One Punch Man. I don't know what it is. Do you watch that? Is that an anime? What is it?
I've never seen it.
Okay, she's never seen it, but she at least knows what it is. I'm out of touch, yay! Dude, and then would you look at the size of the Lego booth over here. They always have something amazing at Lego, and this time is no exception. Look at the giant Lego San Diego Convention Center with Comic-Con inside. Oh my gosh. This is freaking incredible. Imagine the amount of time and care and attention to detail. And you got all the little cosplayers down there. It's almost impossible to squeeze into the back to see the back of it, but I'm gonna try. Look at the cosplayers getting their photos on the stairs. Dude, there it is from the back. Look at that. Look at all the crazy booths built here for this diorama. I mean, it is insane. So much detail. I couldn't even begin to calculate how many Lego minifigures are in this diorama. I mean, it is nuts. I suddenly want to play with Legos really bad. Dude, Lego kids today have no idea. They have it so good. Dude, that Lego diorama is packed. What a showstopper, dude. What a showstopper. Wait a minute, what the heck is this? The Prancing Pony, Bilbo Baggins. What in the world? I think this is advertising a video game, maybe? It says Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria, meet the developers. When I see the word developer, I think of video games. Look at this! The prancing pony from Brienne. Freaking amazing right there. Wait a minute, that's not Bilbo, it's Frodo. Been too long since I've watched my animated Return of the King. My mind jumped immediately to The Hobbit, but of course the prancing pony means it's from Lord of the Rings. What am I thinking of? And best of all, dude, did not notice this behind the people standing here. It's freaking Gollum. Animated Gollum. Animated Gollum is so creepy, dude. When they did the movies, I was really hoping he would look like this. I knew he wasn't going to, but I was really, really hoping. They went for a bit of a cuter design in the movies, I like to think. But if you've ever watched the animated Hobbit or Return of the King, man, which was, of course, my introduction to Lord of the Rings as a kid, this Gollum right here, he's the one. Scared everything out of me as a kid. That is so cool, dude. I don't play many video games, but I would play that. Dude, the crowd parted and I even got to sit on the giant bench. I feel like a little hobbit. Now I know what it's like to be Allie. Look at that. That free poster right there, that is sick. Oh, dude, earlier when I said we were in the center, I was completely wrong. Look at how many freaking rows there are left to go. This place is enormous, man. Look at the giant Marvel booth over here, which of course all the cosplayers are flocking to. They've got an action figure Deadpool talking to everybody. And of course they're promoting the heck out of the Fantastic Four film that just came out right now. And then this is crazy, as huge as the Marvel booth is, right across the way they've got Marvel Collect with tops over here. So many giant booths. I don't know what is going on in here. Some kind of meet and greet, some kind of photo op. Looks like even Wolverine couldn't get into that one. No surprise that they wouldn't let Batman in though. He works for the competition. Looks like Pee-wee's inside somewhere though. Look at this, it's amazing. All the detail and work that goes into building these booths. It's just astounding. Bro, I already feel like I need a nap. I'm so overstimulated. Oh, wait a minute, what's this back here? I see a Super 7 logo. I don't think, is this a Super 7 booth? Maybe. If it is, it's just a sort of little advertisement. They got some pamphlets over here, some stuff for sale. Oh yeah, it looks like they're doing most of their sales online this time though. All right, now I think we're in the center. We've reached Cafe Express. Allie's gonna grab something to eat really quick since she had nothing to eat on her way down here. We did get a hotel downtown at the last second, so we're stuck here for a couple of days like I was mentioning. And if we're gonna have peace in San Diego at all, Allie had better eat. She's like the opposite of a mogwai. If you don't feed her before and after midnight, she turns into a gremlin. Rah! What'd you get, Allie?
A pizza.
A pizza, a personal pan pizza. Sweet. Looks like one more day I won't be murdered. Oh, dude, right across the way from where everybody's grabbing grub, you got the famous Monsters of Filmland booth over here. There's tons of amazing artwork at this place. So many artists and illustrators and products everywhere. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? What's this? Ooh, it's Hero Within. They sell Star Trek jackets, but look what they have out here this time. Captain Kirk's chair. The ultimate place to sit your fanny down. And look at this. It's infested with tribbles. Tribbles everywhere. Dude, I wonder if they have any Wrath of Khan jackets. Might need to do me some shopping. Look at this, now I'm just walking around Comic-Con eating a banana. Gotta get your potassium. Okay, this whole time I was thinking to myself, sorry, I'm swallowing banana there. This whole time I was thinking to myself, I hope there's some comic books at Comic-Con, and it turns out that there are all kinds of little independent comic book sellers. I'm sure the big guys are here as well. Oh, and speak of the devil, look at that. A Peanuts newsstand. Look at the size of this thing. Again, the creativity. It just goes into building these booths. Not exactly sure what they're selling in there. All kinds of Snoopy merchandise, that's for sure. I love that they got the Daily Beagle thing down there. Yeah, you got all kinds of t-shirts and con-exclusive merchandise. Got bags, action figures, watches. They got it all over here. I like this though. I like this section over here with the smaller publishers and the kind of smaller creators and smaller characters and stuff like that. Kind of awesome to see, like Bloodline comics, Committed Comics, Forbidden Futures, all kinds of books that I've never heard tell of before in my life. You could really discover something new here. It's nice that it's not all just like super corporate, you know, that's cool. My favorite thing though about any convention are the cosplayers. Today is Friday. The show goes from Thursday through Sunday. I heard tomorrow, Saturday, it's gonna be much crazier with cosplayers, which is gonna be amazing. Dude, to be honest with you, even though I have been here once before. I am hardly a Comic-Con pro. I don't know where they keep all the voice actors and celebrities and stuff like that. We know a few of them that are going to be out here this weekend. We got to find some of our friends. Oh no, I was hoping for this. And I was fearing this. Things have leveled up a little bit. Look at this. Vintage toys. That's my weak spot. Look at that plush vintage Ewoks. You got plush Alf down there. Hey, wait a minute. There he is. Ooh, we've even got some vintage horror merchandise. Oh my gosh, original posters, not the cheap reprints. This is awesome. What the heck? Look at this, the Noid. I didn't think I would see the Noid at San Diego Comic-Con. I would love to tell you that I had the strength to walk away from this booth without getting anything. I had to get a little something. 1989 Batman keychain. How could I not? How could I not? Plus, I had to represent. Dude, and look at some of the custom duds over here. Uh-oh, don't let Allie see that. She'll be wearing those as PJs. She loves The Shining, her favorite movie. Oh, look at that handmade Spartan armor right there. I made some out of cardboard the night that Halo 2 came out. Made my buddy Glenn, we'll call him, wear a cardboard suit of Master Chief armor when we stood in line at GameStop that night. We were quite the hit. We were quite the hit. Look at, I told you, I knew what was gonna happen. The Shining pajamas are acquired. We both acquired something from our favorite movies. There they are. You're gonna look cute in that. You look cute in everything, actually. Have I told you that lately? Wow, dude, look at the size of that table full of graphic novels. You got custom masks and t-shirts back here. Vintage toys just mixed into stuff. Old comic books. Wait a minute. Proto Man. Proto Man! Oh, Mega Man, vintage Mega Man stuff. Speaking of Mega Man, we gotta look for our friend, the voice of Mega Man. Vincent Tong is here somewhere, I think. Uh-oh, Allie just said, Justin, Neopets, and then ran off this way. What is going on? What the heck is a Neopet?
You never had it?
No, I never had a Neopet. I have a lot of cats.
It was like MySpace, but for kids.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why I never saw it. I was an adult when MySpace came on the scene. Allie's telling me all about it. What did you say?
You get to pick whatever pet you want. I think you can have up to 4 at a time.
And it's like social media for your virtual pets?
You can add people as your friend and talk to them and message them, and then you can like feed your pet and buy like paintbrushes and all kinds of stuff for it.
And now it's back. Everything comes back these days. Oh my gosh. I need this. I need Hank Hill. Dude, Toink has got freaking Hank Hill for sale. I am buying Hank Hill. I cannot leave here without it. He's going to live in the van forever. Come on, dude. Best day ever. This could only be better if it was like a NECA action figure or something like that. Remember back in the day they had the King of the Hill action figures? I never got any of them. I missed them all. They were always sold out except for Peggy. And I didn't want to have Peggy without Hank or Bobby. She'd be lonely. So I am freaking pumped up on this, dude. What you doing there, Bobby? Playing a video game? Oh my gosh, they got everything out here. Look at this, they got a Calico Critters thing. Look at the size of the tower of t-shirts right there. And I can now finally say we've made it to the other side, officially, from one wall to the other, basically, of San Diego Comic-Con, but only down one sort of middle row. Oh, there's so much to see. Oh my gosh. This is an amazing costume right there. You are a Rancor! I got stuck on the inside of the Minecraft line there for a second. Oh, you know what? It might just be Lego Minecraft. Look at the size of that Lego Steve! Dude, speaking of looking at the size of things, a lot of this stuff is completely unfamiliar to me. I have no idea what Mecha Break is. Look at the size of this setup back here in the corner. This looks like the control room for the Tron ride at Walt Disney World, right? I have a feeling my son London would know what this is and love it. He's one of those Gen Zers, right? He's got his little gaming PC and all those LED lights all over his room. Meanwhile, I've got Hank Hill. Ooh, original SpongeBob art from the show, dude. Look at that. Hand drawn the first year. You got all the animated cells over there. Don't know why I didn't mention it. We got Pokemon over here. A lot of these booths have like giveaways. You can spin the wheel, get a prize. Lots of exclusive merch. Got our Rancor friend there again. So much to see. Cannot wait to uncover some more secrets once the first shock wears off after today. Gosh, look at some of this stuff, man. I remember we had this teacher at our school, Mr. Mike Adams. He was a wrestler, like a professional wrestler, in the pre-Hulkamania days, the pre-WWF days. He ended up being a teacher at my elementary school, Walt Disney Elementary. But he also lived in our apartment complex, upstairs, apartment 88 or something like that. I can't remember. But he had a Star Trek pinball machine and some of those amazing like Star Trek ship models. I had never seen anything like that before. Back in the 80s, people didn't just have rad stuff like this. You couldn't get, where do you even get it from? Like, I never in a million years thought that things like this would exist and that you could just purchase them and just have them in your house. What is life? A lot of things are annoying these days, but a lot of things are also freaking awesome, dude. We're living in the future. We're making a TV show with a camera that fits in my pocket. You are watching something I made with a camera that fits in my pocket in your living room or your bathroom, maybe. We got a plush Hank Hill. Now all we need are replicators from Star Trek and we'll be good to go. All right. I need to keep today short and sweet, like Allie over here. Short and sweet like her, because we still have several more days of this, so I'm not gonna look into every booth, but there's just so much here. You get the idea so far. There's other halls and other wings and places and pop-ups outside. I will tell you though, I did find a booth with an original sealed can of Turtles ooze. $700 though. I might have had pajama money, but I don't have ooze money. Trying to head back to Artist Alley and meet up with our friend Jimmy again. But that reminds me, Jimmy gave me a present earlier. Once I found out I was coming here, the one thing that I wanted to buy, I was so determined, was a new shirt, a new Roosevelt shirt that I don't know if it's a con exclusive, but it's debuting here at Comic-Con. Oh, dude, how sick is that, by the way? That is awesome. They were selling them right over here in the Roosevelt's booth. It's right over here, the box office. This shirt right here, but by the time I got here, it was sold out. Luckily, though, this happened. All right, here it is. This is what I came for right here.
The reveal.
The Roosevelt's. What's the name of the shirt?
Box office.
The box office. Designed.
Box office Spielberg shirt.
Designed by Jimmy Mulligan right here. Getting signed on the tag.
Get that signed for you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Wait, I want to show you guys something cool.
Okay.
Allie, you hold that.
Okay.
And then I have to show you. I actually painted it traditionally.
I love that. So all the little squares on the shirt, everything on the Roosevelt shirt,
And you can even see
you hand drew.
Jaws on my left.
Dude, I love that.
My left man. My
so I can keep this, right? I can keep.
We can figure something out.
Okay.
Firstborn.
You have my banker call you.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so awesome. Dude, I am so stoked he snagged me one of those, because apparently they sold out very fast. Unknown if they're gonna come to a Universal Park or be available anywhere else. I never saw this one either, but I love Jimmy's work on this one. It's amazing. Looks like they got a little Stranger Things action, some Goosebumps. I love these stupid shirts, man. I can't stop wearing them. Whatever they make this fabric out of, it's like, talk about living in the future. Dude, look at Hopper's shirt right there. I need that. Dude, I forgot we also met Flash Gordon out here earlier, which was amazing. Oh, thank you.
Security, he's videotaping.
So we're definitely not off to a bad start, that's for sure. Before we leave today, though, look at this. Look at this special celebrity right here. No filming of the celebrities. Just had to come see Brent Ewan.
It's always good to see you, Jason.
Yes, Jason's Scared and Brent Ewan.
You know what's funny?
here.
I was just listening to your old album, The Scareds.
Yes.
It was, oh god, I miss those days.
I miss those days too.
I'm realizing
My
how much
favorite
gray I
band.
have looking at this camera.
Don't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Look into my eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Brett's gonna carve his own Indian, cigar store Indian.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm interested in exploring the wood carving world.
You were like, oh, you're doing so good painting those signs, and then you're like, I think I'm gonna try to paint some signs, and then you like got amazing at it immediately.
No,
now you're talking
that's not
about
true.
wood carving, and I'm like, I know Brett's gonna be better than me at wood carving in like 30 seconds. Anyway,
That's not true.
Brett Iwan.
That's not true.
Where do they follow you?
Instagram.
Yeah, do that.
Brett_Iwan.
Iwan, I-W-A-N. I win, you win, we all win.
We all win. Or if you like trains, follow Thompson Railway
Yes,
on Instagram.
that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Do it. All right, well, I don't know where we were at, but we didn't even begin to crack Artist Alley or even see many of the major booths that are here at Comic-Con. I sort of saved some for tomorrow. Specifically, there was Star Wars booths. There was all kinds of stuff, Funko, everything. But at least we got to see Brett really quick. I didn't know he was only here for one day. We'll have another special celebrity guest tomorrow, I hope, if things go right. Super fun being out here. And we're not done yet. We're not done with today's adventure yet. But it's probably time for us to leave the convention floor. We'll see more of that next time. Let's head outside. All right, we actually stopped by Jimmy's booth again on the way out. We were there until the convention closed, so now everybody has already spilled out onto the streets of San Diego, and it is wild out here. Mayhem and madness galore. Look at all these cosplayers. You got the wacky waving arm flailing inflatable tube man. We got Ghostbusters. We got superheroes. Anything and everything you can imagine. Dude, and this is all just the leftovers, because the vast majority of people have been pouring out into the gas lamp quarter over here in downtown San Diego for the last hour. This reminds me, I really wanted to come down here by train. I've actually never taken an Amtrak train anywhere. And I thought this was gonna be the weekend, but I chickened out at the last second. I've also never taken one of these bad boys either. I'm sure I will eventually. This is freaky because you can hear the bells. You see the crossing arms are down, but the cops are telling us it's okay to walk through here. Everything in my body says it's wrong. We gotta be down here for some of this stuff tomorrow. Allie got invited to go to this Shudder thing over here, the Clown in a Cornfield Experience. I don't know if I'm going with her. If I am, I hope it's not a haunt. I'm not ready. You can definitely see a lot of corporate money is being spent down here on advertising, that's for sure. So many weird pop-ups and experiences. I've heard there's a bunch more down this way past the convention center. We'll go look around that area tomorrow. At the moment, we gotta fight our way up the street here through the crowd back to our hotel, because we checked in and literally ran down to the convention center right away, trying to get settled in. I have the feeling we're gonna see a lot of cosplayers on this street, which is good, because if you know anything about most serious cosplayers, they change their outfit every day of every convention. Dude, holy crap. Look at the Borg. That is awesome. Resistance is futile. Uh-oh, and there comes trouble. Look at Doc Ock right there. That is incredible. Wait a minute, what do we have here? Minnie Mouse is coming at us. Minnie Mouse. Looks like we have a gathering of a couple of Spider-Men down here. And oh my gosh, our first celebrity sighting, it's Reptar. Reptar. Even the dogs are dressing up. Oh my gosh, that Spider-Man's got a gun. Dude, it is wild down here. Everybody's so stoked. Everybody's spilling out into all the restaurants and bars down here. You know, in a couple hours, things are gonna get feisty on the streets. So many cosplayers. Look, even Steve is out here. This is so cool, dude. This is the best part of what I remember about coming to San Diego Comic-Con is just the street mayhem after the convention is over and all the wacky fun stuff going on here. Look at this, we got face painting going on. People are selling beads. Oh, and it wouldn't be Southern California without a couple of street dogs. Hey, what's going on over here? Oh, sing on the street, sing for free, no tips. Doing a little YouTube sing on the street action, that's cool. I love seeing stuff like this, right? You see Indiana Jones, you see Short Round behind him, and then there's another Dr. Jones. I love when there's like a meeting of multiples of the characters, right? It makes me feel like I opened up my action figure drawer. Dude, for showing up on the random, this is awesome. About, I don't know, a week or two ago, my buddy was like, hey, you want a badge for Saturday and Sunday? And then like 2 days ago, another buddy of mine was like, you want to come on the Friday too? So very much a last minute situation in terms of planning and knowing what the heck we're going to see this weekend, but it's kind of part of the fun. Yeah, look at that, man. That is so crazy. Oh, I love that, dude. Look at Cyclops hanging out with Michael Myers. See what I'm saying about the action figure drawer? It's all jumbled together. Amazing. Oh, look, Kylo Ren's hanging out with Grandpa. All right, we've reached the end of the blockade here on 5th and J. We are out of the wildest part of the wild zone, headed back to the hotel. The hotel, by the way, we only spent like 5 minutes at earlier before we ran down the street. It's uptown a little ways, but still walking distance, so pretty good for a last minute booking. Wasn't cheap though, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, we got security over here. Yes, look at that. All kinds of cosplayers, all kinds of fancy people lining up. There are a lot of legit celebrities and directors and executives and all kinds of people over here, all kinds of private parties going on in these hotels and everything. Weren't invited to any. On this trip, I went to a few last time with Adam the Woo. It was weird. Definitely we did not belong there. Everyone's like, what kind of big brand deals you doing? And we're like, none, we don't have those. Very strange, very surreal. Look at that over there. So you got a little Alice in Wonderland pop-up, some kind of little pop-up bar or event or restaurant thing or something going on. All kinds of weird collabs going on. In fact, our hotel had little South Park room key cards and stuff. Hey, there they are. There they are. I was just thinking, some people are making a lot of money out of this. Not me, I'm spending a lot of money. I keep losing Allie in the crowd. She's so small. Very, very easy to lose her. She never loses me though, luckily. You can always find my strange looking frame and the hat. People are always like, why do you always wear the hat, man? That's how so many people find you. I go, yeah, that's the whole point, you know? I don't want to get lost. Anyway, as you can see, the whole town is going off. But we got several more blocks to go up 5th Street, so I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, all right. Made it back to the hotel. We're in this old 1920 skyscraper in here. It's just unbelievable what it looks like through this window. Ready? Ready? Oh, yeah, come on. The Batman suite. It's funky because it's like sort of an older building. So look at the funny little spaces that we've got over here. I bet this hotel probably had shared bathrooms back in the day, you know, in the 1920s. Whew. Nice. Anyway, there was really no reason to bring you up here other than I just wanted to say at the end, how exciting is it that things like this exist? Yes, Comic-Con has existed for like 50 years, but I mean that they're so big, that there's so many people now who are a part of that kind of fandom culture and nerd stuff. I remember bringing a girl home to my house in high school and then her seeing my Star Wars collection in my room and being like, oh, and then never hearing from that girl again. So my oh my, have things changed, especially in the last couple of decades. It's just so exciting that people feel free to be into what they're into, get excited about all the little fun stuff that's out there, all the different kind of content that they love, and get inspired to be creative themselves. I kind of think that's awesome, especially all the cosplayers. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like I said, I feel a little underdressed, although at least I have my Roosevelt shirt, and at least I have a new shirt to wear tomorrow, and that is when you will see me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back. Don't forget randomland.com. You can get the hats, you can get the books, you can get all the fun stuff that we've got out there, all the Random Land stuff. And if you check that out, you'll have done your duty and you can go home and sleep well. See you later.